Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Charlie K. May, remain calm. We're just waiting on our Miss Beautiful Brandi to show up. You know how those YouTubers are. They got to make their grand entrances. They see stars and they think they're something. Of course, wait a minute. I was the one that put Elizabeth Taylor in her, AKA Elizabeth Taylor. No, it's fine. This is Brandi's first time up without John. So everybody be kind, be nice, be cordial, be extra special nice to her today. I would like for her to come back. So how's everybody doing? Nobody's talking, guys. I can't hear you all talking. Remain calm. You're telling me you're wonderful. Did we not just get off the phone? I know how your day has went. And you have to put up with me all day. Are you ready to come up, sweetheart? Miss Brandi Davis is in the house. I dropped the link for you, babe. I am Reddit. Just take the link and come on up. German Shepherd Mom, hello. Now remember, guys, we're going to be talking everything from the summerwells case to the new fall fashions. Now that's more Brandi's expertise, but we're going to get some advice from her. Yeah, I'm ready, Brandi, honey. Come on up when you need the link dropped again. Right there. Oh, my phone has to start going off every time I go live. I don't know what it is. I think it's a conspiracy theory against me. What do y'all think? Hello, Miss Dana K. You mean you can't see the screen? No, I can't see the screen. I can't see the screen. Isn't that sort of like the old adage of, can you hear a tree fall in the woods if nobody's there? 110 Ben Hill has lies. Well, you're welcome for the hello, sweetheart. Yes, everybody hit the like button on your way in. Brandi, are we having problems, babe? There we go.
Sorry, it took a minute. I never done that by myself.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's the whole reason you're here, is to make your debut.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're so pretty, and you look so much different without your curly hair.
Yeah, I straighten it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. You know who you look like?
What is her?
You know the girl that plays Dakota Johnson, who plays in 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, yeah.
I know with straight hair, that's who you look like. Very pretty.
Thank you. My hair's been falling out because of COVID, where I had COVID back in December. But I still have tons, but
Right.
it's affected my hair. I
Right.
don't know if it done that to everybody, but it did me.
Well, my sister, or she's my ex-sister-in-law, she actually had it really, really bad. She had to be put on life support like 2 different
Oh no.
times. And they told her she lost all of her hair. And they told her it was because her body was shutting down, and your body sheds the organs that it doesn't need the most. And
Uh-huh.
your hair is one of the first things to go.
Yeah. I had it bad. I had it for probably like 4 weeks. I was out of work. So it was awful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. John had it too, but his wasn't as bad as mine. He's still got it there.
Um,
How do you bring the chat up? I don't even see it. I just see us. I don't know.
Sweet Pea, I do not have a clue. The only channel I've ever been on panel is yours.
Oh,
And John has it where it goes up and down the screen, so I don't have to worry about it. And of course, you can't chat evidently while you're on panel with somebody, so I don't even know how to do that either.
no.
So you're as new to this as I am.
I think I found out how to do it. I think.
Figure it out.
Like,
Yeah. There's that in the private chat, but when you got on that, you can't see yourself.
oh, okay. I figured it out.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on.
Well, you're welcome. I'm so happy that you could come.
Yeah.
I texted John this morning, and I didn't even say John. I just said, "Hey, Brandi." He's like, "Well, she's not here right now." He said, "But I'm sure she won't mind." And I said, "Well, you don't care, do you?" Not that I actually was asking his permission. You know that, right? I was just being nice.
Right. Nah, he don't care.
I didn't want to steal away his co-host.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're totally fine.
Anyways, so what would you like to discuss today, ma'am?
Anything you want to, or the chat. We can
Well,
talk about.
Go ahead.
I said we can talk about anything, whatever you want to talk about.
Well, like I put in the description, we're going to talk about everything from the summerwells case to the fall fashions.
Oh, okay.
And I hope you're up on the fall fashion, because I'm not.
I am somewhat. We'll see.
When I put that in there about the price of eggs in China, I had no clue. John Davis says, Elvis. We'll talk about Elvis.
Okay, we can talk about that.
Oh, we absolutely can talk about Elvis.
Yeah. He don't believe Elvis is alive like I do. I think Nana does too.
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Especially if you ever go and watch any of those Bob Joyce videos and stuff and all those comparison films, I'm telling you, that man is Elvis.
Yeah. I think he went into hiding, really. I swear.
Right.
Yeah. My opinion.
They have a golden horseshoe up their arses. Therefore, nothing will happen to them. Who are we talking about? Don't know. She's talking to May, but I don't know who May was talking about.
No.
I don't think. Grandus and them. That's what it is.
Oh.
Grandus and Dawn and them. Yeah. Do you think that anything is ever going to happen, Brandi? Really?
I hope so. I'm sorry, that's Harley. I'm outside. Hush, Harley. I hope. But you would think after a year, if with all the information and evidence they have, they would have had arrested somebody. With the phone data and everything, they haven't done anything. So
exactly.
I try to keep hope, but it's hard. It really is.
Right. And I'm sorry, I did not mean to keep laughing, but as soon as I asked that question, it was like, woo, woo.
Harley barked. She's awful.
She was answering for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
always thought Candace was at fault, but I'm starting to think different now. I swear. I don't know. She might have been taken. I think. Maybe. I go back and forth.
Well, I had never until the other day, on that video where I found out that they were calling in somebody to give a written statement about a particular day that person was around Jody Sue. And they
Right.
wanted to know Jody Sue's demeanor, her personality, what was going on, what was being said. And they did even ask about Damien, not trying to throw Damien under the bus or anything, but they were asking that person about Damien. And she thought it was just John Pruitt, but it wound up being the TBI that wanted the statement.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yes. And but then I received a audio clip about Candace, or not Candace, but Dawn. It was Allie and True, and they were talking about being at Candace and Dawn's one day, and the baby had on just like a little sundress, and supposedly, allegedly, I don't know if this is true, I'm just saying this is what's in the audio clip. Dawn is sitting there in his boxer shorts, and he takes the baby's dress and pulls it off of her. And of course, that's all she had on. And he sits her up on his lap, and they sit there for a few more minutes, and then he takes her and they go on down to go to bed.
Oh, that's weird.
And then, of course, the video that I put out today with those teenage boys holding the beer cans and the smoking, and which I know when we were all kids that we did that kind of stuff. But nowadays, you can't just let teenage kids do that stuff.
No, you can't.
And you definitely, as an adult, don't stand there and take pictures of it and think it's cool.
Yeah, that's almost like it's okay they're doing that, you know.
Right, exactly. Or that you're bragging about them doing it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't see the picture, but was it on a video you did, or?
Yeah, it was on a video, but I've got the picture. I can show it to you. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Let me find it here, and then I'll pull it up on screen so you can see it. Where's it at? I'm sorry I'm taking so long, honey.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. It's your show. You're fine.
Where is it at? Okay.
Hurry up, Nana. We ain't got all day.
I'm getting it. You need to hush. John, turn your YouTube off.
Hey, Daddy. What?
The real Rockin' Robin. I seen your comment. Thank you. She was asking if I seen her comment.
Do you see them?
Yeah. Yeah.
How old do you think them boys are?
Oh, I don't see. Oh, there we go. Maybe 15, 16, probably.
And it's this one right here that's holding the Budweiser and the cigarette.
Oh my God.
The other one's got a Coke.
That's crazy.
So,
Who took that picture? You don't know, or was it on Candace?
It says canduswells, or actually it says Wells Candace at the top of the things. And I've got two different pictures, and it says the same on both of them. So I'm assuming it was took with her camera or her phone, whatever.
Yeah. Candace just think that's normal. Probably.
But I mean, you can tell that it's up there on their property.
Yeah. Yeah. No, those boys look too young to be drinking.
Definitely. Remain Calm says, John, it's ladies' night. You stay in chat, LOL.
Who went back inside?
Oh.
Why?
No, he's always mad.
Mm-hmm.
Tangerine says, I watched something about small town corruption. It reminded me of the Wells case. Wow, the web of lies.
I tell you, the law enforcement in that, Hawkins County, I think there's something up. I really do.
I do too. And I actually got something in the email today. I'm not going to go into it in detail, but basically it was because of that picture, because if you'll see, they were throwing up gang signs, and that's what got this person's attention. And they were saying that they were seeing a lot of that in New York State. And they were saying that there's a lot of people, the stories I did about the people creeping through the woods and stuff behind the Wells property, it has connection with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they're saying that basically they're shipping people from New York down through what used to be the Pill line, but through Virginia, Tennessee, all the way down to Florida. And they're trafficking a lot of things.
That's Andrew's story is awful fishy, you know.
Right.
I don't think it's what he says. I think there's more to it. It just doesn't make sense.
Right. That's what they were trying to connect it to too, was Andrew's story.
Right. Nobody moves or without having a place to go. Transfer jobs and everything. So that story is awful fishy.
Well, hello, your daddy. Please make yourself at home. We're glad you're here. Interesting name. Your daddy.
It's my daddy. It's probably John.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I think it is. That's his other account.
It's oh no. Is that a picture of who I think it is? Is that Go Brandon?
That's his account. John Davis.
Right, but is that a picture of Go Brandon there?
It is.
Oh Lord. Jeez. Well, he's doing what I told him to do. He could stay in chat.
Yeah. Your daddy. You better behave.
Your daddy. Oh my God.
Hi, Selena. I seen Selena. She's always in here. Jessie.
Hello, Miss Selena. Happy.
And single mama of 4.
Oh, I didn't see her. Hello.
Yeah.
And no one does that drive from New York to Tennessee and leaves in 2 hours and drives the 12 hours back. That's true.
With all those kids, you imagine? I have 3. No way. They would be. I don't know. It would be awful.
You're right, Tennessee. We know his troll account now.
Am I the
Brandi threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
It's okay. We need
I'm
to
not Davis, he says. No, you're not.
So what do you think about all that bull crap about her ODing and then the phone it wasn't a phone call. Somebody actually snuck and recorded these recordings that are coming out. It's
interesting. It might be true. I just don't understand why it's now coming out, you know.
Right. Did you hear the recording?
No, do you have it?
Yeah, actually I do have it.
Can you play it or you get in trouble?
Oh no, I can play it. It's on one of my videos, and it was I can play it. I started to say it was give to me, but it wasn't give to me. It was there was another thing. The one where they were talking about him going downstairs with her is the one that was give to me.
Oh, okay.
But they're both from the same people.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Me and John was talking about it yesterday. I just haven't had time to listen. We were trying to make a video today, and I had other stuff to do.
Oh crap! No, I didn't send it to the. I've got the other one that listen to this one, Brandi.
Okay.
If you guys can hear it, let me know if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
That was the one about her ODing.
Oh, yeah, it was. That's crazy. That could be true. It really could. I see that happening.
But my question, like on my video, because I did 2 videos this morning, my question is, if this happened and Candace and Dawn showed up at 3 o'clock in the middle of the night with this baby who got into some substance, why did Allie or whoever was at her house, why didn't they call 911? Why didn't they call an ambulance? Why didn't they take the baby?
Right. Yeah, that's the first thing I would have done. You got a great question there.
I mean, they're saying that Candace didn't take the baby because she was scared she was going to go to jail. So what was Allie and them scared of?
Right. I agree. If it happened, do you think it happened?
I don't know if it actually happened or not. I do know that when Andrew Hilt said it, I heard conviction in his voice. So obviously he believed that it happened. Whether it actually happened or not, I don't know. But just like I said with Jody Sue, either they're telling the truth and they didn't call the law or an ambulance or whatever, and they need to go to jail. Or, oh, guys, I've got moms here.
Yeah, get them out.
Or it is, or it isn't true, and they need to go to jail for obstruction of justice.
Oh, I agree. What did it say? I didn't hear it to you. Did it say what she got into, or no?
No, it didn't say. It said that there was something on the table. Candace was high. She left the room for a few minutes, and the baby got into it.
Wow.
And then she showed up at their house at like 3 o'clock in the middle of the night with the baby screaming and crying and shaking all over. So
that's awful if that happened and she went through that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and Allie just now is talking about it. Well, she hasn't came out. I haven't heard Allie in a while on any panel or any kind of statements lately. Have you? She's been quiet. No. Yeah.
Since the beginning of June, she hasn't said a word. And somebody said it was she probably had Narcan on hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true, but still, and maybe she was scared of CPS. But the plain and simple fact is, if that baby had died in her house, in her arms, I think CPS would have been the least of her worries.
Yeah. And that makes you think, why wouldn't she call? You know, even like after they left, I would call and report it, you know.
Right.
Makes you, I don't know, guilty.
Makes you wonder, like something was asked earlier or before, if this really happened, what makes you think that it didn't happen again? And then Allie and them, you know, nobody called the law again. Nobody reported it. If she OD'd on something, nobody turned it in, and that's what may have happened to her.
Right. A lot of people failed her, really, in life. There's a lot of people seen stuff and wasn't reported. Now, some stuff did get reported and nothing was done, but a lot wasn't.
Right. And the plain and simple fact is that they need to be, if it's true and they didn't call anybody, they need to be arrested because more than likely, if they had turned it in way back when, she would have been here right now.
Right. I agree. I totally agree.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Look.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Free falling. What are you free falling from, John?
He's been crazy.
Booger is Damien, guys. That's Jody Sue's son. That's his nickname. That's what his mama called him.
Yeah, I didn't think Jody Sue had nothing to do with it, but she makes herself look awful guilty how she acts, especially lately. How she gets so mad about stuff and defends like her son and changes her story so much. It's made me wonder here lately.
I just.
What do you think? about Jody Sue? Do you think she had anything to do with anything?
Well, before now, I did not. I honestly and truly did not. And I may be wrong like I said on the video, I may be wrong. They may be just literally trying to clear her of any wrongdoing or any suspicion or whatever. But
Right.
when that person was called in to give a written statement and then it wound up being the TBI,
Right.
that makes me take a second look at Jody Sue. Even though I'd never, up until this point, had never thought she was anything other than just some lonely person who wanted attention. And everybody's assuming that I'm saying that Andy beat her. That's not the kind of person I'm talking about. I mean, that he's up there and he yells a lot and he bitches a lot and he don't allow her. I had a husband one time, Brandi, that worked in Gatlinburg, and every time he left, he would take the battery off of the car that he wasn't driving.
So you couldn't go nowhere?
Oh, I couldn't go anywhere. That's the kind of talk. That's what I'm meaning when I say he overruled her, or was not mean to her, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't mean he's beating her.
Right.
Do you think? What about all the accusations that Jody Sue's made about Andy? Do you think that he's part of it?
No, I think she's just a woman scorn, trying to get back at him. Really. Now he might not be the greatest person. He's might, but I just think she's trying to get back at him, lying.
Right.
And she should have gotten in trouble for that lie. That's the awful lie. The story she told.
Right.
Yeah, they're selling them something to sedate the kids.
That and what about the black tub? He supposedly told his daughter that he saw Summer in that black tote.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah. He supposedly told his daughter that he saw that Summer in a black tote. That's the last time he saw her, and she went and told Jody Sue, told her mom about it.
Oh, wow.
And also that one shoe was supposed to have been found in his truck.
Right. Wow. Yeah, that's weird. Definitely.
And of course,
somebody
go ahead.
Right. Somebody in the chat mentioned about the dog, went to Jody Sue's feet, which is kind of weird.
I'm sorry, guys. I still say, if somebody can show me a video of that happening, or where a law officer, law official, whatever, if somebody can tell me somebody that said that besides Jody Sue, I will believe it. I've not seen.
Was it just her saying that?
Huh?
Was Jody Sue the one that said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, she's the only person that has said it. And everybody keeps saying, oh, well, there's video of it. There's this, there's that. No, I have never seen video of it. I've never heard anybody else say it.
Right. I didn't know that. See, people take something and they run with it and like it's fact and spread it. So
I don't know why anybody would want to spread a rumor like that about yourself, but.
Right. I always wondered about the trail cams and the memory cards, like she was saying, they were removed.
Right.
And Pam cracking cases said he didn't think there was any cameras. It was just Jody Sue saying that. So who knows?
Right. Well, that's just like, and I know everybody had a hard time about Star being on my panel that day, but Star said that she said there was no cameras on Dawn and Candace's property, that there was, and I know what she's talking about because a friend of mine has it. There was an alert system so that if somebody passes by it, it alerts to inside the house and there's a little camera. And,
Yeah.
And that when Damien come walking up the road, they thought that it was Dawn, but it wasn't. It was Damien.
Right. Yeah, Cam mentioned that too, that there was an alert system. He did say that, so I do believe that.
Right.
To notify them somebody was coming up the driveway or to the house.
And John, you asked, why did Jody Sue have 2 cats the day that died the day she moved out? Has anybody bothered to find out who those cats belong to? Did they belong to Andy? That would explain why the cats are dead.
That's crazy. What's the odds of having 2 cats die the same day?
If they belonged to your old man and you didn't like him no more and his parents were making you move out.
You fed him to that dog.
John said the dog ate him. I hope not.
Well, she probably did. I'm not saying that she did. I'm just saying he's asking, that would be a possibility. If she hated Andy that much and the cats belonged to him, she could kill the cats to harm him.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't put it past her, She's spiteful like that.
Jody Sue did not put no curse on you, John. I was watching, and I even told her about it in chat. Y'all just didn't see it. And a curse only has power if you allow it to have power. And I told her to quit with her damn wannabe witch shit.
Yeah.
She ain't no damn witch.
No.
She wouldn't make a scab on a good witch's ass. Let's put it that way.
Curse me, Nana.
She better not curse me.
She didn't curse you, son.
No.
Got us both.
I hope not.
She ain't got the power to do that.
I think she has those messages she was sending us last night. Did you watch her live or some of it?
Yeah, I watched. That's what I was saying. I was watching when it all happened last night.
Yeah.
And
the Lord's Prayer backwards. I think she had it saved, copied, and pasted. She would have had to, because the stuff she was sending us was crazy.
all you got to do is type that in Google and you can pull it up.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but I said that was a really good, this was before you, this probably about 20 minutes before you quit. I was telling you guys it was a really good live, and kudos to Cam. He did a really good job last night.
Good. Yeah.
And that's saying a lot coming from me.
Right. Right. I know creators get a lot of hate of who comes on their show, and I don't think it should be like that. Everybody has different opinions, but people have a lot of information, to share. That's why we do it. You learn a lot. I know some people get mad over it.
Oh no, John asked me one day about something like that, and I was like, well, why would I? That's your show. And of course that's people were throwing a fit when I said something about maybe Andrew Hilt's coming on my show, because I wanted to ask him questions.
Right.
But there are questions that you can ask somebody, and it don't have to be direct questions, and you can still get just as good answers. If you can read between the lines, you can hear what's not being said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I imagine what she will lie about now about Andy and Becca are engaged. I heard they got married. Did they not get married?
No, they're engaged.
Shay.
Shay's place, she was announcing that on her live.
Oh.
They got engaged. Oh, she'll be mad.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she will.
Like, I don't know what happened between her and Andy, but I think she got her heart broken to me.
Right. John May says, John, she needs something personal from you to curse you, hun. You're fine.
We're fine. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
And all you have to do to rebuke somebody, I guess it was Cam, that's who it was telling you to rebuke. No, you don't rebuke Jody Sue, because she ain't got the power that the devil has. Rebuke the devil and you'll be good. As long as you got God on your side, you ain't got nothing to worry about anyways.
Right. Definitely, I agree. I think she does that just to try to scare people. I don't know. It doesn't work though.
Right. That's true. She does do it just to try to. If she don't believe in God, there's no way she can believe in the devil.
Right.
I mean, you can't have good without evil, and you can't have evil without good. So
yeah.
she's
I
not.
Right. I kind of think it was her last night, though, really.
I don't know
think,
it.
100%, but it might have been her.
She couldn't hex a cockroach.
She's never been on nobody's panel. Nobody's able to ask her any questions.
That's not true. She was on Tiffany Marie's, I believe. And
Oh,
I know for a fact she was on Doug's, because after she got so much of the money, she basically, I'm assuming, I don't know this, this is alleged. Basically she told Doug, tough cookies, and just took a hike because after she got the money.
Oh, really?
And, yeah. And Doug got really, really pissed because she came in there, grabbed the money, and ran.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, she was on there like 2 or 3 times. I know it for a fact.
Is it still on YouTube, or was it on YouTube?
No, it's still on there.
I might have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, on No Thanks.
Now, Tiffany Marie, she was on hers also. I know they were friends, but I don't think they're friends anymore.
I believe she was on hers at least once, I believe. Right. I don't know for a fact because I don't watch Tiffany Marie, so.
Right. I'm not for sure either. But I'd like to have her on to ask her some questions. She probably wouldn't answer them, though.
Sure.
Who, Tiffany Marie?
Yeah. Her and Jody too. I'd like Jody too to come up on our panel.
Oh, I'd love to have Jody still on my panel.
Yeah, me too. Love to. Yeah, just to ask her some questions, She changes her story so much.
Honey, the one question I asked her was, Jody Sue, are you going to answer any questions, or are you just going to sit there? That was all I asked her.
She get mad.
Oh, yeah, she stopped. I've got a bad habit of doing that for people, evidently, because she stopped and basically told me where the hell to go, and then went on with her show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like John says, she lives in her little bubble. So
it's much quicker than waiting for her to talk. I agree. But it don't do no good because she just gets mad and don't answer you any damn ways. So.
Right. Yeah. And she has, 5,000 subscribers or something crazy?
Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah. May says, I found a new way to watch Jody Sue. Just read her transcript.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's probably really short, 8 hours, and you got like 30 minutes. A paragraph or two.
I promise you, I watched her for 30 minutes that day that she said that Dawn and Candace did that. And I watched it for 30 minutes. And literally, she may have altogether put one sentence together in 30 minutes. I'm not joking.
That's crazy. I would have to put her on double speed, probably triple speed, maybe.
Maxie the Machine, I would love to interview Jody Sue Brown.
I would too, definitely.
Let's see. Anybody got any questions for Brandi? I'm not doing an interview, Brandi. I promise I'm not. I'm just saying, do they have any questions?
No, they can ask questions. That's fine.
For your opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, Percy, thank you. Oh, by the way, will you please turn around there and tell your husband it is pronounced I can't say it now, but it's ITT is the end of the word. And that's how it's pronounced.
Percy's on our channel too. So
I know. Me and John were arguing how you pronounce her last name.
Is it Dorset? Dorset?
Yes.
Dorossi? No, it's Dorset. Or I don't know.
Right. You're right, Brandi. It's pronounced with E on the end of it. Yes.
Okay. Is that right? Versi?
Versi, will you spell it out for John one more time? He wasn't in here the other night.
Yeah, Daddy. You'll spell it out for you.
Hello, Miss Shalima. I see you're in here listening.
Daddy.
Nana would get mad and cuss JSB out. You think so? She might.
I know I'd probably offer her to come to Newport. What I'd probably do. She thinks Ben Hill and Beach Creek is rough and tough. Honey, she ain't never lived in Cott County.
Right. It's hard sometimes to remain calm and not cuss somebody out. So, sometimes you want to.
I'd probably offer for her to come to Cott County and see if she ever walked away. Brandi, does John help you cook?
Yeah, we take turns. He does a good job. I'm probably a better cook, but he does pretty good. Like if I'm working or something, he'll cook for the kids. He does anything I do. We share responsibilities.
Except give birth.
Yeah, he didn't do that. So.
He can do that now. So if y'all decide to have a new kid, he can do it now.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, men can have babies according to the Democrats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Brandi, remember them saying Don B and Andy R?
Brandi remembers saying Don B and Andy R. No? What's she referring to? I'm confused.
I'm hoping you guys will know because I don't know.
Brandi, remember them saying Don B and Andy R. Do you know? Rapunzel, I don't know. Maybe ask it again. Maybe I'll understand because I'm not for sure.
Hello, girlie. How are you tonight? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you on text. Always live.
Yeah, Remain Calm says, what percentage of the case do you think is hearsay? I would say 75%, probably.
75%.
Yeah. Because we really don't know. Like, the law enforcement never comes out and says, so who knows? We go by what we hear on the news or, So
right. We go by what everybody else is saying, which is hearsay.
Right. We would know nothing if we went by news and stuff. But for YouTube, I've learned a lot about the case. I don't know if it's all true, but.
Okay, Blissfulness says, have a question. Have you or anyone in your family had blank yet? Who are you talking to? Brandi? Her and John both have.
Yeah, back in December. Now, the kids might have had it. I think that's where we got it, but they weren't really had any symptoms. It was just me and John.
It's Derosset or Derosset. Do you see it, Brandi?
Yeah, Derosset. I don't know.
Make your husband look at it so he'll know how it's said.
Look at it, John.
Dorset.
Derosset.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Derosset.
How do you say it, Nina?
Derosset or Derosset. Yeah.
I told you it's Derosset, Nana.
You did not. You put 2 E's on the end of it.
Yeah. No, it's awful having, you know what. I hope I don't get it again. I have asthma real bad, so it's hard on me.
I don't know what I've had for the past week. It's something. I wasn't about to go try to find out what it was. I just suffered through. I'm getting a little bit better, though. I'm feeling a whole lot better, actually, today.
Well, good. I had a lot of brain fog. Couldn't think right for months. John, too. Yeah, that's awful. I hate it.
My son, John, he says that it's the new variant, the B5 or whatever it is that's out.
Right.
And because him and his family's got it now.
So it's awful.
And it doesn't attack the respiratory system. It's the digestive system and all that. He's not been able to get out of bed for like a week now.
Oh, that's awful. I hope he gets better. I hate anybody that's going through that. That's awful.
You know, the bad part about it is, Brandi, they've all had all of their shots.
Wow.
And then they got it.
Yeah. No, I'm not asking Nana that. You asked her.
What?
If you had your shots.
No. Hell no.
I haven't either.
Hell no. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. I really don't know. I haven't had any either.
But you have to keep in mind it doesn't have anything to do with it being 2020 or this decade or whatever. I have never had a flu shot and I've never had a pneumonia shot.
Right.
My
I've had
mom,
a flu shot, but that's about all.
my mom didn't believe in those, and so I never did it. My kids have never done it. They've never had their kids do it. So,
Right.
except
Yeah.
for my oldest, and he's a Democrat. So, it's how long lasting.
Yeah. So I don't. It's awful. I think even people getting, I don't want to say it in my, well, the shots still get it. It seems like to me it doesn't help much.
Right. John is right. It's pronounced with 2 E's.
Oh, John, you're right.
Boom.
And yes, missing. We know about Little Monkey.
Yeah, that's a sad thing. Monkey.
Yeah,
His case don't get a lot of attention. It should.
no,
I don't
we don't.
understand that.
He'll be gone for a year. The 27th, as a matter of fact, this month.
Yeah. And he just disappeared. It seems like it's awful. What do you think happened to him?
Oh
You have
wow!
an opinion?
Dad,
I,
see this? I can't.
I honestly thought, with all the original stories that were coming out, that he had actually been kidnapped.
Right.
Because I mean, of the situation where that water park is, and like Novellis was saying that, you can Google that thing and it's like literally right off the interstate, and then his house is just like 2 blocks from there.
Right.
And if all those neighbors actually saw him walking up and down the sidewalk, and my thing was, is if all those neighbors saw him and spoke to him and told him to go home, why didn't one of those pieces of crap take his hand and walk him back home?
Oh yeah, I agree. If everybody's seen him.
But now they're saying that he didn't even have the same clothes on that it was reported missing in. Now they're saying that he didn't even disappear on the same day that they were reporting that he disappeared on. And
I know, it's crazy. At one time I thought maybe the dad was involved. But I don't know. It's just weird.
it kills me that, yes, I understand how a certain creator is coming at it or looking at it, if you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Oh yeah.
But the plain, because they're trying to throw Brandi under the bus, saying that she's a lady of the night, to try to put it eloquently, because she threatened the sheriff. Just because she threatened to tell the sheriff's wife and somebody else's wife, that doesn't mean she was threatening that she was going to tell them that something she personally done with them. It just means that she knows them personally, and if you don't treat him right, I'm going to go to your wife and bitch at her, and then you're going to get knocked out of the sack, I guess.
Right.
That's just the way I look at it. I didn't automatically assume that she was sleeping with them and threatening to tell their wives.
Yeah. I don't know if she had anything involved. I don't know. Somebody asked in the chat why is she the one speaking out, and it's not the husband, which is it is kind of weird. She does all
why was Donwells speaking out and not Candace?
Right, true. True.
I mean, yes, we know that 95% of the time it's the parents, especially here lately, that do something to the child.
Yeah. I kind of think it was the dad. I don't know if y'all share my, opinion, but that's my opinion.
I honestly don't know. I mean, with the Summerwells case going the way it is, I would hate to even speculate. I really would.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll probably turn out to be something totally different we don't even know about. We haven't even talked about. You never know.
Right.
If they do solve it. I hope they solve it. But
I mean, who knows? The ground could have opened up and he fell in and then it closed back. For all we know.
Right. Or maybe, he's out and somebody going by. It was a great opportunity. Somebody grab him. You never know. It's random,
Right. Lisa Renee, what are you doing out of bed? That was something. Oh man. Guys, I can't name everything. I did save I screenshotted her comment. But Lisa has a lot. Her daughter's going in for surgery. Her son is going in for surgery, and she has to go in for surgery. And this is all within like a 2.5, 3 week period that this is all happening. So please, everybody in chat, say a prayer for Miss Lisa Renee and her family.
Lisa, I will. I'll think about you. I hope everything goes good. You're going through a lot. That's awful.
I mean, her children are grown, or I'm assuming they're grown, but still, that's still her kids, you know?
Yeah, they're always your kids, no matter how old they are.
Do y'all think that Candace and Jody Sue were doing the nasty while their men were gone? No, I don't. Everybody wants to jump to that conclusion. Brandi, what's your opinion?
No, I don't think so. Where's that coming from? I haven't heard that before.
Oh, I heard that yesterday or the day before yesterday. That people were talking about it. It's the same place that they were saying Candace and Allie were.
Oh.
I mean, it's just the first place that people jump to try to talk about somebody is all it is.
Yeah. John said, I'm super proud of my wife. She has come a long way, been on YouTube, and it's 98% the parent.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you too, because like I said, I remember watching you guys when y'all were still, John was filming in the car, and I believe you were driving.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see the edge of your hair every now and then.
I was so shy, I wouldn't even come on camera forever. No, I finally got on camera, but I have come a long way. I really have. I think it's helped a lot too.
Right. My
Yeah.
man, I can't believe that either. She says, I can't believe how easy it is for these people with children to just get rid of the children. Did you see that JLR reported on the other day of that 17-year-old who done away with his 4-year-old half sister?
No. That's awful.
Yeah, 2 days ago, they found the baby in a tote or a trunk type deal out, like in a field behind the house. And she had been suffocated.
Oh my God.
They arrested the boy that evening. The same day they found the baby, they arrested him.
Wow. That's evil. That's just crazy.
I myself, y'all want to talk about being Jody Sue being a witch and all that, superstitious is what I was trying to think of. I myself am more worried about the world coming to an end, because with all this evil that's going on around the world now, it's
yeah. All the school, what? Pow. You say pow.
Yeah. Pew pew, pow pows, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. And I think they're putting more focus on it because it probably future elections, I swear, I don't know. It's awful. That's my opinion.
You're
we might get in trouble. I shouldn't be talking about it.
You're fine. I don't mind it. I mean, as long as we don't, start breaking completely political on here and bringing up a certain idiot name. In my opinion, that's an idiot.
I could care less anything political like 3 years ago. I've come a long way. I wish I don't know what I do now, really. So.
Right. Well, honey,
I had to stop watching news and everything.
Before Trump became president, I could tell you who the president was, but I never watched anything political, never thought anything political. And that's the one thing I can say that Trump did do is he brought attention to political, the way people look at the politics.
Me too, yeah. That's why I started getting into it. So I agree. Same with me.
Tina says Brandi is a pretty lady with intelligent conversation. I'm glad she appeared today. Thank you, Brandi.
Oh, thank you, Tina. That's sweet. I'm glad to come on. I don't know if I'm very interesting, but I'm glad to come on and talk with y'all.
Well, wait till we break bad with the Elvis talk. Then we'll get interesting here. Who was at a funeral yesterday, Lisa?
Oh, maybe I know Trump's ex-wife.
Oh yeah,
passed
Trump.
away.
Yeah, Ivanka. Yeah.
That's kind of fishy. They said she fell. I don't know.
Well, she was 70 something years old, walking downstairs by herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dana Kay says that she don't worry about the world ending. I try not to worry about it, but you have to understand I've got little grandbabies and stuff that haven't even had a chance to grow up and have a real life. It's not that I worry about it. I just wish that they could have a life before the world ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot going on right now.
Lisa says you have a beautiful heart, Brandi.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What is Romaine Collins says, Charlie K, it's about time. Quick draw. We had the nasty bombs happening.
Yeah, I've seen those. That's awful. I don't know why they come in chat. Probably because we're talking about Andrew. Every time, I swear, every time we talk about him in ours, we get those nasty chat bots. Weird.
Right. She says, I hate to see what the world is going to be for my grandchildren also. Exactly.
Something's got to happen. Something's got to do, I don't know. I'm hoping it'll get better. But I don't know if that's reality, but
Right.
something needs to change.
Hello, ladies from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Well, hello, sweetheart.
Well, hello. I bet it's hot there.
Huh?
I said, I bet it's hot there in New Mexico.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah. Hi. Let's see.
So, do you think that Elvis is Bob Joyce?
Yeah. He looks just like him.
He does, don't he? And he sounds like him. There's a video of him singing. What is the name of that song about him going to the church? Singing in the chapel.
Yeah.
And Bob Joyce actually sings it without no music or anything. And you can hear that it is Elvis.
Yeah, I agree. I found that on YouTube a while back. I don't know how I got into the rabbit hole, but there's a lot of coincidence. I really believe it is. Yeah.
The woman that's supposed to be Bob Joyce's daughter, I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I told him off. I did. I told him off. Because if he's got that kind of talent, it don't matter whether he is Elvis or isn't Elvis. If he has the kind of talent that would draw that many people in to thinking that he was, what would it hurt him to go out here and do a concert as Bob Joyce?
Yeah.
And people would still pay lots of money just to see that man perform Elvis songs. And then he could donate that money to these homeless and hungry children that are all over the United States. And that, to me, I have a problem with. If God gave him this talent and he's supposed to be a preacher and doing things for people and for kids, then put the talent to good use.
Right. If it is Elvis, why do you think he went in hiding? That's what I don't know.
Why did he go? Because he was on now Shelby County, where he's supposed to be there, where he died and was buried.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it now, but I did find it at one point in time where there was 6 businessmen of Shelby County, high up businessmen and officials, had that grave dug up. And they did a DNA test, and that was not Elvis in that grave. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But and plus the person that was in the grave, they tested it against the liver biopsy he had done back in 75, I believe it was.
Uh-huh.
And it was not a match. And also, Elvis Presley signed his own death certificate. How many people do you know sign your own death certificate? But his is signed by him.
Wow.
Okay. And on top of that, he was on so many drugs that he was getting prescriptions like 600 pills per day through his cousins and the people that work for him, plus his own prescriptions from the doctor, from the dentist. And he was on so many pills, he was killing himself, literally.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he knew if he didn't do something, he was going to die.
Right.
But he was also in that, I think it's called fountain pen, where he was working undercover with, I think it was the FBI, trying to bust a drug ring or something like that.
Right.
And they were threatening his family. They were threatening Priscilla and Lisa Marie. And that's why he went into hiding, supposedly, allegedly.
Right. And sometimes, like, being a celebrity or a singer, it's not cracked out to be, what everybody thinks. It's probably stressful. I don't think I would like that life. Always have to be somewhere doing something. A lot of stress, I think.
Right.
So maybe that with his drug issues. And you said people were after him, so maybe that's why he went into hiding.
Dana Kay says Nana Elvis said he didn't want to become a has-been, so he faked his death. Well, his will or the results of his everything comes out 2027, right?
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that either. You know a lot more than I do.
He also said that one day after he was dead, everybody would find out the truth.
Right.
Well, Bob Joyce announced, I think it was last year, that he is writing a book about his life, but it is not to be published and put out to the public until after his death.
Oh, wow. That'll be interesting. Sorry if y'all hear, that's the train going by. If y'all hear that noise, sorry. I'm outside. Oh, John Elvis is dead. You don't know that, John Davis.
John.
He don't believe anything like that.
I know my kids don't either. I can't even talk to them about Bob Joyce.
Right. You got to open your mind up.
Got to have faith.
Yeah.
And everybody,
if you look into it, you can tell. I swear to gosh, he sounds just like Elvis. Looks like Elvis.
He does. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well, he looks too good to be 80-something years old." Well, Lisa Marie looks pretty darn good to be 55 years old too, don't she?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there's a lot out there you can do to make stuff look good. Dana say John Kennedy Jr. is still alive too. I agree. I think that also.
John, we are not full of it. There's a YouTube channel that does a lot of videos on the Bob Joyce Elvis phenomenon. It's called the Church of the Distraught and Downhearted or something like that. He's really good. He's an old radio personality, and I will send you a link to it. You will enjoy his videos.
What do you think about JFK Jr.? Do you think he's alive?
I do.
I do too.
I do.
I think they were after him just like everybody else in his family, so I think he wouldn't protect his custody.
Exactly. I wished I could have a talk with Marie Shriver and just ask her.
Right. Yeah, it would be interesting.
That's his niece, cousin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like his cousin or something. It's Marie Shriver is Kennedy's granddaughter or great granddaughter one. I can't remember which, but she's one of them.
Yeah, that'd be interesting conversation.
Who would you meet in a dark alley if he was alive? Elvis?
Yeah. Dana Kay said his uncle admitted he was alive. Are you talking about JFK Jr.? Probably.
I think that's who she's talking about because Elvis don't have no uncles.
Yeah.
Elvis is family tree didn't branch out. They were cousins.
Gotcha.
They was
Hi, Carrie. She's
now
saying
they did find a sister who thought she was Elvis's daughter, but wound up being his sister.
Oh, really?
Yes, proven in court, DNA test and all.
Hmm.
And his oldest son got the DNA test done, and he's the only person that has had permission to take Elvis Presley's name. But he proved it DNA, he is Elvis's son.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think. What's
Yep.
his name? Or do you know?
I don't remember what his real name is, but he goes by Elvis Presley Jr.
Gotcha. Huh. That's crazy. Was it by, I guess, a different lady or his mom? Do you know?
It was just by some different woman. He said he got to meet him one time when he was 16. He went to work in a hotel, and Elvis was premiering or doing a show in that hotel, and he come walking down the hallway, and Elvis and his entourage was walking towards him, and he dropped something, and Elvis bent over and helped him pick it up or something.
Mhm.
And Elvis took off a ring, one of his TCB rings,
Mhm.
and gave it to him and
Oh,
said,
wow.
"Here, son, check and see if this fits you." Elvis had no clue who he was. He had no clue who Elvis was.
Oh, wow.
And years later, Elvis died shortly after that. And then years later, he started looking for his biological parents because he was adopted. And come to find out, Elvis was his father.
Wow. I'm
There's a-
learning a lot. I didn't know that either. That's neat.
Yeah, he's got like 9 kids out there. Elvis does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cough, cough, bullshit, cough, cough. Go check the records, darling. That's the only man that's ever been allowed to take the Elvis Presley name.
Yeah, John. You see what I have to put up with every day?
I see that. I see that. I am so sorry for you.
I know.
That's why I told him I wanted you to come up, and he wasn't allowed to. He could come up as a guest on his own little
All right.
profile-y thing.
I believe, I don't know. I'm bad about believing stuff. And John's like, he don't believe anything unless there's like facts. You know, maybe I should be like that. But
He doesn't believe in the Mandela Effect either. Ask him, what is the name of the main train station in New York that everybody talks about? It's in all the movies. What's the name of it?
He's on here, John. What's the name of it? Go look it up. Let's see here.
You're not allowed to look on Google. Does anybody else know?
Grand Central.
Yeah.
Station.
Yeah, that's what we were all raised to believe, right?
Right.
No, that's not it. Not now, anyways.
What is it?
Grand Central Junction or Grand Central something terminal. Grand Central Terminal.
John said bullshit station. You're crazy.
Look it up.
Look it up, John.
Look it up. Don't call bullshit on me.
I've heard that. What you're talking about.
The Mandela Effect has changed a lot of stuff. Like Statue of Liberty is not on Liberty Island. It's on some other
explain
island.
How that worked a while. Now, how does? Can you explain it again? What is it? What
the
happened?
Mandela Effect, like Nelson Mandela.
Uh-huh.
And it was named, technically it was named after him because half the world remembers him dying while he was still in prison in Africa.
Right.
And the other half the world knows that he died in 2013.
Oh. Okay.
But the school books in Africa teach that he died in 1991, July 23rd, 1991, not in the 1980s while he was in prison.
So there's different stories of what really happened.
And people remember it. Like you read your kids the Berenstain Bears when they were little, right?
Yeah.
How do you spell Berenstain?
Bear, B-E-A-R, bear. I don't know.
The Steen. Well, the end of it is because they're saying now that it was never Steen. Stein. It's spelled Stain.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Who knows
And
what our kids are learning in their history books, huh?
oh yeah, it's not Steen, John. It's Stain now.
Yeah, John.
Just like Luke Skywalker never says, or Darth Vader never says, Luke, I am your father. That was never said.
What? What was said then? I thought that.
No, I am your father.
Oh.
But
Gotcha.
James Earl Jones, the guy that plays Darth Vader, came on the talk show and he said, bullshit. I'm the one that read the damn script. I know what it said. And they're telling him, no, you're wrong.
Huh. Hey. I've heard of that before. I just didn't know exactly how it went.
So is Epstein dead or alive? Brandi?
Alive. My opinion.
He's alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You would think somebody with that kind of money and that kind of pull wouldn't just, be unalive.
Yeah.
And all the cameras be shut off and all that all at one time.
Yeah. Really? And he's valuable, so you would think they would keep him protective. I don't know really what happened there.
He's
I hate
valuable.
to get into that. Yeah.
What do you mean
And,
valuable?
Well, for all the, all the
Oh,
stuff
the
he's done.
information that he's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
on all the people.
Yeah. He probably won't, he wouldn't say anything, but you never know. And what's her name? Jinsey Maxwell, is that her name? Or how do you know who I'm talking?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And I can't never remember how do you pronounce that stupid name either. Her
And
mom
she
had
went-
a sense of humor, didn't she?
She went on trial, but a lot of the stuff that she's done wasn't mentioned, like on TV. So.
Well, there's another country. I don't know what country it is, but there's another country trying to make a deal with the United States to trade her out for something so they can get her over there.
Right.
Basically, so they can let her loose.
What?
Brandy's a reptilian.
Yeah, I am. You got that right. Whatever, John. Crazy.
Do you believe in the adrenochrome?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good. See, we're the same kind of people. I believe in adrenochrome too.
John thinks I'm crazy.
John, that's a medical treatment that they did try. It was tested. They were going through the experiments, and some of the higher ups that were in charge said, "Ups is not working well enough for us. We're shutting your ass down." And then when they shut the company down, the science lab down, these other people got a hold of what they were doing and went on with it themselves.
Yep. Oh,
John,
yeah.
John, I think you're a shapeshifter.
He is, yeah.
I could really go down the rabbit hole. I have researched the hell out of the Mandela Effect. Awesome. There's so many Mandelas that have happened, I swear.
Right.
I'd forgotten all about, like, when was the first terrorist attack on the United States, Brandi? Do you know?
No. I would think 9/11, but it's not. And 9/11, well, I won't go into that 9/11, but
Right.
I don't know.
It's supposedly you got to understand, I never learned, and I'm like, what, 20 years older than you?
Uh-huh.
I never learned about this in school at all. Supposedly, no, it's not 1991 either. That was the Osama bin Laden, or it may have been. Anyways, it was back in 1916. And they bombed New York And it was so bad that it damaged the Statue of Liberty. And do you know, since then, nobody has been allowed to go up into the flame.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Isn't there pictures of people standing up there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, supposedly they've never, for over 100 years, nobody's ever been able to go up there.
Wow. I didn't know that either.
John Davis, my papa explained to why women are crazy, and it made sense to me. He said, you know how wanting a woman makes you create your crazy image and walking around with that all the time. Huh? What? Sorry.
Here, Kitty.
Brandi, you read that and see if you make any better sense out of it.
John Davis, my papa explained to why women are crazy, and it made sense to me. He said, you know how wanting a woman makes you crazy. Imagine walking around with that all the time. Here, Kitty.
Okay, see, I read it wrong. Okay.
It's still, I don't know. I get the first part. Do you get it now?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. Lord. Wow. The earth is flat too. Who knew? John Davis, I didn't even realize that was him saying that.
Yeah. That's old John Davis.
Oh boy, I'm from New York, and the flame was closed about 15, 20 years ago. Not according to Google.
Oh, really? What does Google say?
That it was closed down in 1916.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See?
From the first terror attack on the United States. It was called something Tom, and it blew out windows and stuff in buildings like for 50 blocks.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's okay. You ever heard of the mud flood?
I think maybe I have.
The mud flood? I had never heard tell of it. And supposedly it killed so many people, like probably 1/3 of the two-thirds of the United States it supposedly killed. And all these orphans were, running around trying to find families, and it was unreal.
Uh-huh. Where was it at, you said?
It's in the United States. It was all over the United States. The Great Mud Flood is what it's called.
You said it is in like history books or no?
I don't know if it's in history books. It's on Google.
Oh, it is on Google. Gotcha.
But they have pictures and everything.
I hadn't heard of it either.
I mean, all this stems from the Mandela Effect. They try to say that warships and stuff in World War II were camouflaged because they were, like psychedelically painted. Brandi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a World War II ship that was anything other than gray?
No.
Well, these are supposedly tiger striped and got swirls all over them. And
That's crazy. I know I never heard of that. I always thought they were gray too.
Yeah, I did too. They were. It's because they were, Brandi. They really were. Somebody about went back and reset time. John says, oh shit, Nana, now you're going to have people thinking we're in the Matrix.
We are. John.
Nana, did you see what I said about the umbilical cord blood? That's adrenochrome. Right. No, I didn't see that comment. But from what I understood, the adrenochrome is more powerful if they scare the child or torture the child before they extract the adrenaline.
Yeah, because it makes adrenaline like flow through the body. So I guess it's stronger. So I've heard that too.
Right. Also, I've heard that the darker skinned the child, the more potent it is.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It's sickening.
Susan, are you leaving? Well, hello and good night, Susan. I'm
Night.
sorry I didn't say hello. Black Tom Explosion. Thank you. Where's Summer? Yes, that's what it was called.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Black comic. See, I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I am proving that even Google can be misinformed.
Oh, yeah.
But
I use DuckDuckGo. Sometimes Google, there's a lot of misinformation on Google and they hide stuff, I believe. Oh, lots of stuff you can't find.
It's a good thing I was born a fat girl, or, well, you get it. Wonder what happened to Jody Sue. I'd made money on that poll. Oh, I guess. John Davis, we're not taking the red pill. We didn't take the blue pill either, but we ain't taking the red pill.
No.
How about we just don't take no pills?
Sounds good to me.
Charlie K says, now I know why you think Elvis is alive.
Why?
Because we believe in the Mandela Effect.
Gotcha.
Sunset says, I think CERN is responsible for some mistakes in the past. It is, and it has been said that that's the cause of the Mandela Effect also.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Here recently a lot. Everybody's talking about that.
So who took Tammy, I took the red pill. Dana K says, I do DuckDuckGo, not Google.
I do too, Dana K, because Google hides a lot of stuff.
Is there really such a thing?
Yeah, it's a search engine.
Oh, I had never heard of it.
Yeah, it's better than Google.
John Davis, but I think you need to be medicated, apparently.
Oh, hush.
Jesus. Charlie agrees with him.
Well, that's okay. Y'all need to open your mind up. Maybe you learn something.
I'll have to go check out DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, it's better than Google. Sometimes you can't find what you're looking for on Google, and then I go over to DuckDuckGo, and it'll come up. So
Danny K says exactly, Brandi. They have more accurate content.
yeah. Well, Dana K, me and you share a lot of the same thoughts. And Nana.
Rockin' Robin says, I think we all need to be medicated. Amen to that.
Nowadays, yeah, it's crazy out there.
And of course, them two dingbats are sticking together. John says, Chuck knows what's up.
Oh, Lord.
I thought it was somebody important. Charlie says, John is smart. I believe him.
Whatever. No, he's smart, but some stuff, I don't know. He just don't believe anything.
John is smart. I agree. He is smart. But
Yeah.
he also just wants to argue with anything that me or you, either one, says.
Right. Oh, yeah. He's a butthole. Sometimes.
Who's getting ready to come for you? She's getting ready to come for me. LOL. Oh, Lord, who's coming for you?
I don't know.
Nana, I just Googled Elvis. He would be 92 years old if alive. I think Pastor Bob is a bit younger.
Oh, really?
Not if you look up close to his neck wrinkles and stuff. And on top of that, think about it, honey. He has got plenty of money to have as much plastic surgery and Botox done as he wants to have done.
Yeah. Plastic surgery, definitely. Lots of money.
John says he don't want to argue with us two whack jobs.
Too bad. You live with me. You can't get rid of me.
But they completely closed the crown on the Statue of Liberty September the 11th, 2001 due to safety reasons. If there was a terrorist attack, nobody could get down quick enough. Yeah, but I'm just telling you what I found. I don't believe all this crap either. I don't believe it. I was raised to believe that Christopher Columbus was an explorer and not a bad guy. And I was raised to believe
Yeah.
that you could go to the top of the Statue of Liberty. I also thought the Statue of Liberty was on Liberty Island.
Yeah, I did too. Did y'all see where the Sphinx, they're saying, has its eyes open? There's a lot of pictures out there that it's opened its eyes.
I heard somebody saying something about that. Yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but I've seen pictures. Who knows, though? I'd be crazy if that's true.
People are still allowed to go to the crown. Oh, I just read that one. Why did it pop back up? Thank you. Where's Summer? I'm from New York. I was in it.
Charlie K.
Carrie says, okay, I can dig that. I'll check it out. It's really interesting if you start checking, because I mean, the Mandela Effect not only covers our everyday life. I mean, there are some, not saying that these people aren't, losing their minds, but there are some people that are saying like they wake up and they had 3 kids yesterday and they wake up today and nobody remembers their kids. They don't have no pictures of their kids, nothing.
Crazy.
It's taken stuff away from the Bible. As a matter of fact, I posted something the other day and a woman tells you exactly where they're not even changing the words. They're taking the whole chapter out of the Bible. It's missing.
Wow.
And she tells you where to go and look to see if it's there or not. And I mean, like it'll go from chapter 13, verse 11 to chapter 14, that kind of thing.
Right. I'll have to look at it. So there's a lot more to it, I'm sure, if you research it.
Yes. You are not the voice of reason, John Davis.
You gotta think outside the box, John Davis.
It was not a movie, John. You're crazy.
He is.
We've been lied to. They are trying to hide God. Yes, I agree with that. Yes. Let me ask y'all something. If there's a lot of people in here that read the Bible and know the Bible, first of all, is it the lion lies with the lamb, or is it the lamb lies with the wolf? And 2, when do you remember in the Bible it ever stating that a man breastfeeds the baby?
What? I think it's the lion that lays with the
lion that lays with the lamb, correct?
Yeah, not the wolf. I've never heard the wolf.
That's Isaiah 6:11 or 11:6, one of those two. I get them mixed up sometimes. But yes, that verse is the lion lies with the lamb. Now it says the wolf.
Yeah, I always remember the lamb and the lion. That's crazy.
Me too. And I mean, we have all the velvet paintings and I mean, all the residue of the lion and the lamb. Now, why would they paint the lion and the lamb if it's the wolf and the lamb, or the wolf and the lion, or whatever they're trying to say it is now?
That's crazy. I've never heard of the wolf. And what were you saying about the man breastfeeding the child?
Yeah, it says I have it wrote down in one of my books, but all my stuff is at the camper. There's a section in there where it talks about the man breastfeeding the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And it also talks about and I know this story is wrong, but it talks about the 2 women, the 2 women that were fighting over the child, and the king says, well, we'll just chop him in half. And the real mother says, okay, well, I believe that's the story they're talking about. But in where it says it now, it talks about there's 2 mothers and they both have infant children, and they're starving to death, and they make a pact between each other. You blank your child today and we'll eat him, and then we'll blank my child tomorrow and eat him. Well, they do the first one, and then when the next day comes, that woman has hid her child and won't let it happen. And so they have to take it before the king, and because the woman went back on her word.
Wow.
all this stuff can be found. I forget the name of the video, the channel, but all this, she shows you in the Bible where to look. And they're pulling the stuff up in 100-year-old Bibles. So it's not that it's just been wrote in the Bibles here lately. These are 100-year-old Bibles that this stuff is being changed in.
That's great. I think, yeah, they've messed with the Bible so much. I think there's a lot missing or a lot added to, that's not correct.
Okay, Dan Kay says that they're both in there. That's just another story. Okay, well, I've never heard of cannibalism in the Bible. Okay, Dana, sorry. I was not raised that way. I've never heard tell of that story ever being in there until in the last few years. Actually, 2018 is when I heard about that. The Statue of Liberty is the Whore of Babylon. No, I hadn't heard that.
Me either.
Tina, are you still in here? Have they legalized marijuana where you are? Just asking. No, sir, they have not. And I gave it up a couple of years ago. Thank you.
John.
What? It's okay. I used to smoke it every day. I have nothing to hide, Miss Brandi.
No, you're fine.
I don't do anything that I'm ashamed of.
Good.
If I'm ashamed of saying it or doing it, then I shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
I agree. That's a good way to think about
Hey,
it.
why don't we just get donwells on the line? I wished we could, honey. As a matter of fact,
nice.
I've got money on my card right now, and tomorrow I'm going to see about scheduling a visit with him in jail.
Maybe I wonder how do you do that, Nana? Do you have to be on a list or
no? All you do is go to that jail site. You go to iWeb Visit, and you pick out the county that you're wanting to visit. And then you type in, it'll ask you like, what's their last name? And you type that in. And then, you find the person that you're wanting to visit and you just schedule the visit. And he's sitting there for 6 months.
Right.
Who's not going to want a visit with somebody?
Yeah.
And you just have the visit over your computer.
Yeah. That'd be good. Oh.
Hello, Stay Tiger. These stupid bombs. I wish they'd quit. Andrew, if this is you, have the courtesy to bring your butt up on panel and quit this crap.
Yeah, he does do that. Well, I shouldn't say it's him, but every time he's on, we get the same box.
You bet. She said, Gail says, you better watch it, John Davis True Crime. You already have one hex on your back. What are you talking about? He talking about us? We'll put a spell on you, John.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, John.
Hello, Kathy. Did Inwood have to approve it, though? Oh, Dawn would have to approve? No, he don't have to approve it. He'll just either walk up to the screen and see who's on the screen because they don't announce who it is.
Right.
He walks up to the screen, and when he opens, picks up the phone, he sees who it is. And if he don't want to talk, he'll just hang the phone back up and walk away. That's how it's done.
How far do you live from there? Not too far of a drive?
I was 20 minutes away, but I'm back down in Cotton County now. So it's more like maybe 50 minutes away. So it's just easier to do it on the computer. Even if you go into the jail, you still have to do it on a computer. It's just, you don't pay for it.
Oh, you can do it from home? Oh, I see what you're saying. On the computer. Oh, you have to pay for it, though?
Yeah, it's $6 for 15 minutes.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
but you, like you said, you get, I mean, you get to do it from home. And like, that's why I was saying he don't have to approve nothing. You just schedule the visit whenever you want it. And when it comes time, there's a kiosk in their cells,
Mhm.
and it tells them if they have a visit coming up, and then they either come to the machine or the computer and answer it, or they don't.
Yeah. Well, Nana, you should do that. That'd be interesting.
I'm gonna try. I would love to be able to record it, but that I think would be going too far because there's all kinds of warnings about recording it and all that.
Right.
But
I like to get an interview with him when he gets out. Probably not possible, but you never know.
right, no, I'm in Unicoi County. We're a little behind.
What do you think will happen when he gets out? How do you think he'll act? Do you think he'll go and hide, or do you think he'll be back on YouTube?
I'm telling you, first thing he's going to do is light up a cigarette. He's going to get him a drink of some kind of alcoholic beverage, and he's going to find some kind of substance. If he doesn't think, hang on, if he hasn't had anything while he's in jail, which is hardly rare. I mean, well,
Right.
he's been by himself, so he probably hasn't had anything while he's in jail.
Uh-huh.
So when he finally gets a hold of whatever drug of choice he prefers, he will either OD because he'll think that his body can handle that amount that he was taking before he went in. And if he lives through it, his next step will be finding Candace.
Right.
And I think pretty much he'll go right back to YouTube.
Yeah.
Except he'll create him a channel this time, and then he'll be collecting all the money. Because he knows how easy it was when he was sitting in jail, all those people sending him all that money.
Right.
He doesn't want to give that up.
Yeah. Who was sending money, or bringing them people?
Yeah, it was just all them, like all them prison worshiper people, like who is it? I'm thinking Son of Sam. It's not Son of Sam. The Manson dude, he had all those followers and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Donwells has his own followers.
Yeah, maybe he has a girlfriend that's been writing them. Who knows? Nah, he'd probably go back to Candace.
It wouldn't matter if he goes back to Candace. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that was part of the problem. Even after Summer got gone, he was still with sneaking around with Crystal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is Crystal that younger girl lady? Or
I don't think she's young. She's about Candace's age.
Oh, okay. I heard something like he was messing around with a young girl, like 19 or something at one time.
Oh, that was that 17-year-old girl. No, that's not the one I'm talking about. The Crystal girl, Crystal Spencer, is the one that has the child with David Britt.
Gotcha. John said the channel will be called Papa Curb.
I seen it, but I couldn't. It didn't register what he was talking about. Don's new channel, Papa Curb. There you go. Oh, Lord.
Go on, bot.
This is ridiculous.
It is. I don't get why they come and chat. I don't know. Like, are they wanting you to click on them? I don't get it. What the
John, I could get Don to confess in 3 minutes with the Jedi mind trick. Oh,
yeah. Oh, Lordy. These letters he's been writing, have you read them, or have you?
Oh yeah, I read them.
Think about them.
I think that it's crocker crap. I think yes, he probably did tell Tim Mullins what to write. I believe it did come out of his mouth. Tim Mullins probably wrote it, trying to make it look like Don's handwriting, and I think it's a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah, me too. A bunch of bull. Patriot One, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. I'm sorry, Nana. I just seen that.
What?
Patriot One, his comment.
Oh,
yeah, I missed his first one. He said he sent me a custom gift, or he got me a custom gift, so thank you.
I'm looking.
He got John the hat with JDTC on it. It was nice.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Patriot, I'm so sorry, sweetheart.
I
If
didn't
I'd
see your
seen it,
comment.
I would have thrown it up there. We were there. There it is. Brandi, did you miss my comment? Oh, your custom gift, like I gave John, came in. Just have to mail it to you.
Thank you.
I hope hers says BDTC.
Yeah.
Paraphrase can be written differently, and that's probably what they've done. Like the lion lays with the lamb, or the lamb lays with the wolf. It's the same thing. It just phrased differently. Not in my opinion, everything I've ever heard about the wolf is that's like the reference in the devil or evil or whatever. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff.
I think it's weird. I've never heard the wolf. I don't know.
John Davis, it most certainly is. Brandi, you forgot to put your thingy up under your profile right there.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. And the next time you come on, make sure and put BDTC.
I will.
Because John thinks that's not a thing.
Right.
And if it wasn't a thing, it is after today, because that thing is in the title of this stream.
Yeah, John. If I wanted to be up there, he would let me do it.
I know he would.
He probably would.
Don did not write those letters. The minute he gets out of jail, he will kick Tim M's butt. You think?
I don't think he wrote. I don't think Don wrote him. He had help if he did, because it's nothing like he talks the stuff in the letter.
Right. Well, like your mother and signed Don or Summer's father, and yeah.
I wonder why. I don't understand the purpose of the letters.
John says, "Where did Brandi go?"
I'm right here.
Brandi, you keep going. I'm gonna have to move my computer real quick. Okay.
Okay. Happy says, plus some letters are too fancy for Don. I agree. He wouldn't write that way.
Okay, well, I don't have to move it right quick anyways. We've got almost 15 minutes and we're hitting 2 hours, so.
Yeah, my phone's getting ready to go back dead. I'm gonna have to plug it in real quick here, but yeah. I don't think the letters he wrote either. I think he had help. Well, I think either somebody done it for him or he had help. Definitely.
I'm pretty sure you have to be on a visitors list to video chat anyone in jail or prison. No, honey, don't. I just did it for 4 months. You do not. That's how I know so much about it.
I'm gonna have to go try to do that. No, I don't think I would talk to him. John might. I don't know if I would.
Well, Brandi, think about this. Use your brains, darling. If Donwells was to walk up to a computer screen and John Davis was sitting there, or you were sitting there, which one do you think he's going to sit down and talk to?
Oh, yeah, he would talk to me probably. Definitely.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Exactly. John could just be sitting over to the side taking notes.
Yeah. John said Tim Mullins wrote the letters for Don. Probably.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, me either.
I'm trying to see if there's any funny. The letter was released same day as the Dr. Phil replay.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Dr. Phil was a letdown, that show.
That was a huge letdown.
I know.
Go after kids harder than that.
I know. Me and John was so excited for it to come on and nothing. Like it's so. I think what happened, Candace threatened not to do the show if they if they didn't do what she said. I think is
right.
So, And I can't believe Dr. Phil let that go. Like, usually he's really hard on people.
John is a very smart man. He says you could wear an earpiece, and that way he can tell you what questions to ask.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to say that Brandy's not smart enough to be able, or intelligent enough to be able to come up with her own questions? Is that what you're saying, John?
Yeah, John.
Well, JLR went there and they said need permission from him first. That's what the officer said on his. Well, of course. Think about it, Charlie. If JLR came knocking on your door and asked you if you could talk, you would probably say, no, sir, I'm sorry. You have to fill out a requisition form and ask for permission before you're allowed to talk to me. JLR didn't get on the damn computer and just dial it up either and pay for it. I'm sorry. I know JLR works hard, and I know he's doing everything he can to try to find her, but not the brightest one in the bunch.
Right. I hope it works out, Nana, and you might be able to talk to him. That'd be nice.
That would be. And every time I get money on my card, I forget to even try to do it until it's gone, and I'm thinking, dang, I wish I'd have done that.
Yeah.
John's
Where are you going to ask him if you can do it?
What am I going to ask him?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've thought about questions to ask Candace and everybody else, but I had never thought about questions to ask Dawn.
I know it'd be hard. There's so many I would probably ask him, but I don't know. You know,
I would probably say, "Have you read the Bible lately, Dawn?" Before he had a chance to ask me if I read the SDA films.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Really, I don't know.
Yeah. Flies on coleslaw, thank you. That's so nice.
But it's the truth. Brandi, you are an amazing, smart, beautiful, and kind soul. How you put up with John is beyond me. You should be nominated for sainthood. Yes, absolutely.
Yep. And I have for about 18 years.
JLR had any sense, he wouldn't have joined MGL to harass DWW, and he might speak to him, right?
Yeah, I agree. I
thought we were trying to do the whole acronym thing all the way across the board, John. Sorry about that. I don't know, Don. I've said this before. I've spoke to him once before. I sort of tricked him into. I didn't trick him. I sent him a text acting like I was trying to text somebody else, and I thought he would just text me back, but he didn't. He called me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then we just wound up talking about my brother's heart surgery that had just happened, and of course, he told me who he was, which was Summerwells' dad. And I was like, oh, Lord, I'm so sorry. Did not mean to bother you. And then, of course, it went off on the SDA thing. And that was
where crazy you called you back.
Yeah, it was. It flipped me out.
How'd you get his number?
I got his number from somebody that I promised I wouldn't give, the information away. And that's why I couldn't, because at the time I still wanted to just fly into him and just cuss him out and call him everything in the book.
Right.
But he knew that at the time only a couple of people had the number, so he would have known who gave it to me.
Oh. Well, that's neat.
So I couldn't do that.
All right. Dana Kay, I put up with my husband for 46 years. Well, you go, Dana. That's a long time.
Right.
That's great you've been married that long ago.
Dr. Phil is not a real doctor, only an entertainer. Right.
I agree.
Happy says, I've done that to someone too.
Yeah.
Sending a fake text acting like you just misdialed the number or something.
Yeah. That was a good plan. It worked.
Well, it did really, because I didn't have my niece's phone number, and my brother really had just had open heart surgery. And I was, how's your dad doing? I haven't talked to him today. You need to let me know how he's doing. Give me an update, blah, blah, blah. So I knew it would Don would say, "Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. You've got the wrong number," so that I could really get an update on my brother, but he wound up calling me. Oops.
That's neat. When was that? Before he went to jail?
Yeah. Yeah, this was in, I think my brother had his surgery in November.
Uh-huh.
So.
That's neat. You get to talk to him on the computer, maybe he like, I know your voice. He might put the two together.
I'll remind him of who I am. I will. I'm sure he'll remember me because not many people call you up and start talking about their brother's heart surgery,
Right.
But I'm hoping he'll talk to me. Cheryl, I did talk with Tina, honey, and she did put you on the list at the church for prayers to be said.
John said your husband is awesome, Brandi. You're crazy.
You don't know him too well, do you?
Mm-mm. No. Dr. Phil's a sellout. John
he
said.
Is. When it comes to Don and Candace, he was a sellout. Like I said, I've seen him go after little kids harder than what he went after them.
Yeah, I agree.
And telling Don, I know you didn't have nothing in this.
Yeah. They made a 2-part show. It could have been done in 30 minutes. They didn't give any information, nothing. It was, I don't know. It was awful.
And that cornbread mafia statement, that kills me. One of those guys is from Kentucky, from the behavioral panel. One of them is from Kentucky. So they know the history of the cornbread mafia. Cornbread mafia has got to do with marijuana growing in 10 different states. It don't have nothing to do with no child trafficking.
Yeah, me and John did a video about it, y'all, back a long time ago.
And I ain't never seen a drug addict or drug dealer that wants kids hanging around or have to deal with kids. Have you?
No. No, the head of the cornbread mafia, he's kind of evil. There's like a lot of death surrounding him.
Johnny Boone.
Yeah.
Actually, if you talk to the people in the town where he lived, they actually hold him up like a Robin Hood because he donated a lot of money to the different places in that town to improve the town where he was from.
He probably did that kind of maybe so they wouldn't be after him.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah. Now, after he went to prison the first time when he got out, see, his son took over the business while he was in prison. And his son took and built a $250,000 house right up there next to his daddy's house. And when his daddy got out of prison, he's like, "Who do you think you are?" And he killed him. He killed him.
Oh, I know. I think, didn't he kill his wife, or they said she something?
That comes after he got rid of his son. He got with a younger woman. They got pregnant and had a baby. They weren't married, but they got pregnant, had a baby. And one day she got mad at him and she threatened that she was going to tell on him. And the next weekend he had to call her mommy and daddy up and say, "I found your daughter hanging in the barn. She killed herself."
He's kind of evil.
And then he went on the lam for years, and they finally caught him in, I think it was Canada, and they put him in prison. He just got out in like 2016.
Yeah.
He's in like a halfway house or something now.
Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with the case.
No, because the cornbread mafia is an actual business now.
Right.
With the CEO, and they sell oils and bombs and brownies and all kinds of stuff now.
Yeah.
Nana, if you can actually see this, check your text. Connection issues. Gotcha. Oh, not a connection issue. It's called a volume issue. I turned the volume down. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, well, Tina, you're going to have to wait a minute. I've got to. Brandi, can you take over for just a second?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. John said his name was Johnny Boone. Yeah, that's his name. The cornbread mafia guy. Flies on coleslaw. Where did John go? Just got a fresh tub. He's up above you in chat. So he's still in here. Thank you guys for coming and listening to me and Nana, all y'all. I know some of you are from our channel and some from hers. I had fun. Dana K says, nope, I think that they're busy covering up and not looking for anything to solve Summer's case. Yeah, I agree too. Definitely. Something's going on. I don't think they're interested in really looking into it.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
We all know that kids come first, and that's my one and only baby girl, and she's having a little issue. So we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye.
Okay. I had fun.
I had fun too, Miss Brandi. Thank you so much for coming up and helping me out.
Oh, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you guys for showing up. And we will see you tomorrow. Don't forget, everybody, Miss Emma is going to be on This Is Your Story tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I think it's 6. It's either 6 or 7. Recheck just to make sure, guys. And we will see you all then, okay? Have a great night, guys.
Bye.
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 Did you just cut her off?